Hey Bayek, it's me, and in today's video we're looking at this. Yes, it's another Hammer production. This is Creatures the World Forgot from 1971. It's one of these continuations of the caveman, cavewoman dramas, adventure dramas that they were doing. And well, it's to be frank, I don't want to give too negative review because I don't often give them, but it does feel a bit of a letdown, and I'll go into why. But anyhow, see what you think. It's 95 minutes long, which sadly seems rather too long. Yeah, it does go on a bit. And on Rotten Tomatoes, it only gets 26%. And I think that is reflected by a lot of people. Even today, when we look at it I think we can see exactly why that is. I mean, there's something it's not working like it should do. But I think that's for various reasons. So, it's written by Michael Carreras, produced by Michael Carreras. Of course, it's him. He's Mr. Hammer, isn't he? Doing all that he does. Now, it's directed by Don Chaffee. Yes, we know that name. We've had him before in my reviews. 1963, Jason and the Argonauts. The Three Lives of Thomasina, that Disney film I talk about, 1963. And of course, he was in the brilliant, and I still love it, and this is what is going to come up in this review, 1 Million Years BC, the Raquel Welch film. He directed that. He was also director of The Viking Queen, another Hammer type of this kind of film, though it's a bit further on. It's not caveman, cavewomen film. And he directed quite an important film in terms of Disney, which was very popular, was Pete's Dragon, 1979. And there's just lots of TV work. So, yeah, he's got a good feel as a director, good sort of filmography, and work behind him. Music is interesting. It's by Mario De Sacambene. I probably pronounced that totally wrong. He's an Italian composer. He does a lot of film soundtracks. He did 1 Million Years BC, yes. Yeah, see how enthusiastic I am about 1 Million Years BC. And When Dinosaurs Ruled the Earth, which is another of these Hammer films, 1970. So there we are. Now, it's very much a location film as well, and it was filmed in Namibia and South Africa. So there we are. So we're not in the studio here. Yes. Which is a Hammer thing, isn't it? A lot of studio stuff. But anyhow. The cast. Let's get into the cast. Julie Edge plays Nala. She's the star. She's the one they want to be the Raquel Welch iconic image. Sadly, it just isn't, is it? It just doesn't feel like that. Even when you look at this film poster, you can see what they're trying to emulate, and they're pushing her, but it doesn't work in the same way. I think, she's a Norwegian actress, and she was a Bond girl on Her Majesty's Secret Service, 1967. She was in Up Pompeii, Frankie Howard. The vehicle for him, really, Frankie Howard. He was so funny. That was 1971, and she was also in Craze. Now, I mention this film a lot. This is a Jack Palance film, and it's what I really enjoyed that. It's a good sort of horror film, brilliant. But, and here it is. She was in The Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires, a film I absolutely love and I'm lucky to have a copy of. That's from 1974. It's where we get Hammer goes into Kung Fu. Yes, they meet with Peter Cushing in. Yeah, brilliant. And it's got a re-release in what looks like an excellent edition. It's this month. It's coming out. It might already be out now. But it's something. I've got the American one in my collection, but I'm thinking of upgrading to this new one. But she's in that, so it can't be too bad. That redeems her, and it's a Hammer film. So yes, there we are. Then we've got Tom Bonner playing Tumac. Yes, he's an Australian actor. Now, I'm not an expert on Australian films, but it's some interesting films he was in. He was in Inn of the Damned, which is a 1975. Listen to this. Australian Western horror film. Wow, that sounds really interesting. I'd be very interested in that. It's from 1975. Also, he was in a more recent one. His last one down is Landfall 2017, which was a home invasion film, all Australian. Because he was famous for his involvement in Skippy, which ran from 1968 to 1970 when it was aired. And I remember watching that as a child. We used to watch that. I think it was on a Sunday, something like that. We all used to watch Skippy. Oh, Bayek. And it's probably had loads of repeats since then. But anyhow, there it is. There's a nice connection there. Just lots of TV stuff as well, but very interesting. But we don't get to hear his dulcet tones at all, apart from grunts. Yes, that's it. Then we get Brian O'Shaughnessy playing Mac. Yes. What's he famous for? A lot of TV work. The only film that I just pulled out was he was in Zulu Dawn from 1979, which is a prequel to the brilliant, fantastic Zulu. He's in that. So, yeah, there we are. Then we've got Robert John playing Rule. Great names, eh? Yes, he's a singer, and that's it. I can't find out anything more apart from that he's a singer and has had quite a lot of releases in Australia. I think he's Australia. No, it could be America. I don't know. I'm getting them all mixed up. But he's a singer, and that's it. I've never heard of him as a singer, and he didn't appear to be in any more films. It's almost like he walked on and thought, oh, he'll do. Yeah. Yes, another great actor there. Not. Yes. Then we've got Rosalie Crutchley. Now, she plays the Old Crow. Now, she is quite a familiar face, if you've seen her. She was in a 1963 film, The Haunting. She was also in 1971, Blood from the Mummy's Tomb, which I love, is a Hammer film with Valerie Leon. Oh, yes, that film. Oh, I think it's Valerie Leon. She's just fantastic in that. But yes, yeah, she's in that. And then 1973, an Amicus film, And Now the Screaming Starts, with Peter Cushing, Urban Lom, and Patrick McGee in an Amicus film. Wow. Yes, she's in that. Yes, that's that's the cast. There are obviously lots of other cast members that you see, but they're not, these are the actors. But when I'm saying grunts and that the script is all really about actors miming in a way and reacting, because there's no dialogue apart from these grunts and responding to them. Well, which is fair enough, because we had that in but I think in a better way in 1 million years BC. but it's a million miles away from 1 million BC. It really is. It just doesn't have that feeling within it. You feel like it's a documentary style almost, but it doesn't appear to have the enthusiasm and the heart. I mean, what is it about? It's really just about these daily struggles of these Stone Age men and women. And we see two tribes, various tribes. We see the Dark Tribe, because they couldn't think of probably any other word to describe them, and the Fair-Haired Tribe. How cliched is that? I'm sorry, but yes, this script is not very good. The volcano bits are really interesting when they're running away from them and we get all this going on, but and then you're thinking the title, Creatures the World Forgot, and I'm there going, all right, I can't wait to see all these wonderful dinosaurs and, just creatures, lots of wonderful creatures, which of course was brilliant with Ray Harryhausen and Harryhausen, try to say it properly, be careful there. I mean, in 1 million years BC, it was superb, absolutely superb, wasn't it? I mean, it's so magical, fantastic, but it's not here. Where are they? I've been looking around. It's like spot the ball. You're trying to find it. But we do get it in the end. And it's a bit of a disappointment. It's a python. Yeah, a python. That's it. And, it's like a letdown. What have we been waiting for all this? And, I wanted to like this a lot. I really did, especially as the edition I've got on Indicator is beautiful. It's an absolute collector's gold. That's what attracted me. It says me out. I thought, wow, this edition looks good. That means the film must be good. No, Ian. This doesn't work like that. We have actually seen it. We see lovely art covers, and then we see the film, and you think, oh, yeah. The film just doesn't live up to it, and I'm afraid this, for me, it doesn't feel good, this film at all in many ways, and I'm glad I've got it in my collection. It's just a historical representation of Hammer. Is it a film that I will come back to? Unlike 1 million years BC, yes, I can come back to that one. This one, I might do. I don't know. It's too long. They needed to get the editor in. Get edited. That's how bad it is. I'm sorry. I'm all apologising because I don't give negative reviews. And I've watched this film a while ago as well, and I thought I'll give it another go. And I've been sort of dreading reviewing this because I didn't really want to give a bad review, especially as we're near the end of the Hammer films that I'm reviewing. I'm afraid that's it, really. I mean, you could, if you do get a chance to watch it, see what you think, but I totally would recommend 1 million years BC. 1 million years BC is just such a good film, and it's got the wonderful Raquel Welch in it, and this Julie Edge, she does her best, but if you want to see her, go and see Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires. Much better film, and we get her there, and she's much better in that, definitely. So I'll just show you this. I won't go through it all. I did an unboxing of this. It's a great colour. There's stacks of extras. When you've got a book and you've got all these postcards, it's a beautiful edition. It really is. But the film doesn't live up to it. It's sad, isn't it? Very sad. I don't know if this is still available. It might be, because I can't imagine. These do sell out. I don't know. But anyhow, I suppose we'll find out on next Indicator sale. But, yeah, I mean, it's in the collection. I'm glad it's there. But it's just sad. Really, yeah. Anyhow, that's it. That's my review. I don't want to sound too negative, and I hope I've tried to be positive. It's difficult, but there we are. So, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and will let you know when I produce all these videos, and have a look at else what other things I've done. Obviously, I've been doing these Hammer films probably for a year now, maybe. I think every Saturday I review a Hammer film. That's what I've been doing, though that's coming to an end very soon now. That's it, really. If you like this video, please give it a like, and then it helps with all algorithms and what have you. Also, if you've got any comments, please put your comments down. I love to read your comments. And it all costs note, so you can't say fairer than that. And that's it. Oh, I hope I haven't upset your day, I think, for doing this, but there we are. And yes, so all I gotta say is, I'll see thee again.